does it still exist?
Get up, come on, get down with it, this sickness. Yeah, look at this, I have a donkey here. He's looking at the pool.
Okay, chat. Let's play Spyro. Who's chat? It's chat real. Chatwick. Chat-tot. Speaking of chat-tot, did you see that scalpers are buying up the Pokemon McDonald's cards? And did you know that I called up my local McDonald's and I said, hey, do you have Pokemon cards? And that they didn't have any? What day did they start doing the Pokemon cards, chat? Was that today? That's today. Yeah, I actually, Jeff, I called McDonald's. I know. I know. A YouTuber bought 100 Happy Meal toys for Pokemon cards. Any card in particular you're wanting? I don't even know what cards are available. Like, I just wanted a pack, because I thought it would be cool since I just recently did my Pokemon card video.
But we were stolen some magic from the sorceress. We're hiding here whilst we practice.
I want the thing.
Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident and turned everything into crystal, and it seems to have aggravated the indigenous creatures.
Scalpers are buying Happy Meal toys and throwing out the food. It pisses me off. I mean, listen, you'd have to make a judgment call. Do you put the word food in parentheses, or rather quotation marks, when you say food? That's the judgment call you have to make. No, you can't just buy the cards. And fucking... fast food chat, but Burger King has the Mario Maker and Luigi toys, which I may or may not have. Like, they have just random Nintendo toys. No one wants that shit. Everyone wants the Pokemon cards. Well, okay, truthfully, the experience with Burger King is that you can just buy the toys and leave. And you don't need the food. With McDonald's, you have to get a Happy Meal. I found that out on the phone. Yes, I called McDonald's. I wanted the Pokemon cards, chat! They told me you have to buy a Happy Meal to get the cards. Maybe someone else's McDonald's. Maybe the regional manager at your Quality Fine McDonald's establishment would tell you otherwise. Wow, again I fell. Wow. That was a Nintendo requested thing this time. Let me not fall off the level this time. Okay. Imagining Vinesauce with a Happy Meal set is funny to behold. You can draw it if you want. Remember, at one point I actually did have Happy Meals, like, unironically. I mean, now it's weird, but I can, you know... I can just say they're for my children. Chat. I just wanted one pack of cards, chat. I don't know. Seemed like a cool idea.
Would you like to see a magic trick? Watch carefully. As you can see, there is nothing up my left sleeve and nothing up my right sleeve. But now, with a wave of my hands and the magic word, Alakazam!
Father, get us McDonald's. Alright. You stop that right now. They've really been de-emphasizing the clown aspect of their company, haven't they? Probably for the best. I mean, for business, it sucks for me. I love clowns. Father, I need food. Yes, Dream. Just keep on plowing the field, Dream, and I'll buy you some McBag Bomb. Yes, Father. Father, I wish to own the Pokemon cards from the McHappy Meal set. Please, Father. Those are mine now, Dream. Those are my cards. Yes, Father.
This magic is just misdirection, you know? Which is why I'm going to start that whirlwind over there. Abracadabra!
Father, the nutrient paste. Please. I'm losing consciousness. How many Borglass have you made to... Speaking of when's RimWorld, I've been saying March. We're just gonna stick with March for now. What's that screaming in the background? That's the screaming of thousands of unhappy Pokemon fans that they can't get their cards at McDonald's because people of my age or more are buying 100 Happy Meals at a time. Hello, yes? Is this McDonald? Okay. I'd like to purchase 100 Happy Meal. What, like all at the same time? Yes. We don't have that many burgers in the store. Spare no expense.
Okay, I'll show you.
And like, the owner of McDonald's, let's call him Ronald, he shows up for work, he's like, okay, today we're gonna make a profit, we got those Pokemon cards, this is a big Happy Meal toy. How many did we get in today, everybody? Employees? And then the employees are like, just 2 packs. And like, the owner is like, what's that in your pockets? Why are your pockets big? Oh, that's just my... I have an inhaler.
Spyro, did you know I happen to be a very talented amateur magician? My specialty
And 5
is
iPhones?
the amazing extending bridge trick. I'd love to show you, but I'll need a small donation first. For my expenses, you understand. You shouldn't anger a magician, Spyro. I just might decide to turn you into a blue hedgehog or something. Very good. Let's see. Hocus pocus, zigglety zen. Make this bridge get long again.
Someone said that people are posting unopened Happy Meal boxes on eBay and they're selling for $800. What? I can't believe that. Come on. No one's buying the $800 one. Someone's probably selling it for $50. Even then.
Well, I suppose I could show you my new trick. As long as you promise not to tell
The
the good
packs,
Zamboni,
boxes of packs.
steals
Oh.
all my best work.
Alakazam!
You know what? Let me dare ask. What's special about these particular cards? Are these reprints of the very first original series Pokemon cards? Nothing? So what's special about them? They do this like twice a year? Oh. Well, I don't feel so bad about not getting the cards then. I'll just buy a fucking pack.
Here, you can have this. I was going to use it in a trick, but my magic, it just keeps bouncing off.
Slightly rarer with a little symbol on them. I have an E3 Pikachu card. It has a little gold E3 on it. I don't know why I have it. I don't think it's fake either. So. I told you, my best cards are... I have water error cards. Water energy, where the little spear for the water is up like an extra centimeter, and it's a little bit fucked up. And those, if you get them appraised, they say they sell for a decent amount of money. But appraisal costs money, so you have to spend money to lose money, I guess. Define decent, I guess like $100, or, you know, like between 40 and 100 were the prices I saw for them. Then they're like $10. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen different things. I've seen some people have said about 100, some people have said like 10. It all depends, I guess, on the condition. If it's like condition 10, or whatever they call it, then that is gonna, you know, go for more money, but whether that's 10 or 100, I don't know. PSA 10. Condition 0, chat. I have a lot of baseball cards, too. I have a ton of baseball cards. I loved collecting cards, but I didn't even like baseball. I just liked the act of collecting cards. So I have so many fucking baseball cards from the early 90s. But I have a feeling... like, I think the Pokemon hustle is where it's at right now. No one cares about baseball anymore, do they? Like, cards? Does anyone here, like, know about the baseball card market? Is it good? Only dudes in their 50s? What happens when the Pokemon people are in their 50s? And, like, everyone's playing Zorgs. And collecting those instead. Then what? Sports cards are always valuable. I believe that to some large degree.
Good evening, Spyro. The amazing Rendini is about to put on a display of prestidigitation. I've heard it's quite impressive, so I'm going to watch the show.
I'm afraid my magic show seems to have overexcited them all. All they need is a good bonker on the head to calm them down. And you look like just the Yeti to help. A light tap on the head should sort them out. But be careful, my friends are trying to burrow after them.
Okay. Who are the friends? No, that's... Oh, oops.
Well, that did not do it. See, they've got a light.
I don't really like this minigame all that much. Bit.
Well, a light.
I might have a Rusty Cunts card. Real baseball player, for those that don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have, like, 1989 cards as well. That's when I started collecting cards, chat. I was 4. Just because it was the thing to do. Like, I have 1989, like, Fleer and Topps and, Upper Deck. I have a lot of different types of cards. Why were you 4? Well, you see, after you are born, you age incrementally, and every time the Earth goes around the sun, we call that a year. So I had completed 4 revolutions, and that's when I decided at that time, you know what? I like collecting cards, even if I only know very little bit about baseball.
Well, that did not do it. See, they've got themselves all worked up into a tizzy. A light.
But then I really enjoyed Pokemon cards because I liked it. And I have Star Wars cards too, which I do plan on genuinely at some point making a video of all this shit. But my Star Wars cards are mostly just Star Wars Episode 1 cards. So it's like, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of... And then Magic the Gathering I have, even if I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. I just thought the art was cool. And the serotonin from getting a holo foil is always nice. But, I think my, card collecting days are mostly over. Though I probably am going to get the, new Pokemon set. The new one that's coming out, I'm probably gonna get 1 set of that and open it on stream or something. And that will be cool. And that'll be enough to satiate my lust for cards. And then, you know, I get on with my life. Whatever that may be in a cardless future. Pogs again? Zorgs? I don't know. Also, this dude's a reference to the amazing Randy, who just passed away recently. Dude was a very interesting magician, because he would show you how the tricks were done, and Penn and Teller really liked him. He was like a skeptic magician, and he would call bullshit on people claiming to have psychic powers. Great documentary on that dude. Cool guy. Interesting life. Interesting story. The amazing Randy. High recommendation. But why make a minigame so shit? If I could zoom the camera out a little bit, that would be actually really helpful. Can't, though.
Well, that did not do it.
You fuck. You fuck. Got it.
Well done. And look, one of my friends dug this up whilst chasing the moles.
Fuck you, Hank. So I had a dentist appointment today. And they're very safe, obviously. But it was just a cleaning. Why? Oh, it's just a cleaning, really. I mean... Did a tree fall again on the dentist office. Believe it or not this time. But no, what they do is they just, you know... They have a tube that, like, sucks in the air. And they wear, like... Not just a mask, but like a plastic protective thing that, you know, it's good. So it's really not... I wasn't worried. Yeah, they take your temperature and everything. It's fine. I did it a couple months ago, too. I go every 6 months. And I like going to the dentist just for the sake of I like to have, you know, healthy teeth. But my teeth suck. Like, I have semi-brittle teeth. So they're good now, but, like... I just gotta get them cleaned, but I have so many fillings, it sucks. And, I brush every day. Usually before bed. Sometimes I forget, but I floss once a day. And, you know... So I go to the dentist, and it's just... As I say every time I go to the dentist on stream, it's just like fun times at Gum Scrape High. It blows. And my teeth and gums still... are not... Well, they're not a fan of it right now. But, yeah, I mean, the goal is to promote healing. But it just, it sucks. It really sucks. Did you ever have braces? Yeah. Yeah, my bottom teeth are still a little fucked up. I don't really give a shit. Gives me character. That's what I tell myself. You fuck! Wisdom teeth? I have one left. But it's, I'd rather take care of, you know, my teeth now, and I don't mind going to the dentist. Even if it does suck once every 6 months, it's still, I feel like it's still worth it. Because I haven't had any problems. just like some, I guess, minor issues here and there, but even then, not too bad. This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Really good hitboxes there. Oh, come on, man. Would you get new clone teeth? I'd get clone bones, which is like cloning O'Brien, but I'd probably, yeah, I would probably get clone bones. What is that nonsense? Anyway, chat, does anyone know how to get that particular box over there? Oh, the jelly. Yeah, you want to be jelly when you can. Oh, fine. There's a key somewhere on this level. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's an episode of Star Trek Enterprise, because that's what, you know, Sphinx is watching now, so I'm watching a little bit of it. And, you know, these dudes turn themselves into jelly, and they become the dude from the X-Files. There's another episode where Trip, the engineer, gets Gregante, and it's weird because all he does is put his hands inside like a little jar of diamonds and grows like 2 nipples on his like wrist. And I'm like, they really tried to make some of this shit seem more alien than just forehead ridges, huh? It's a weird fucking episode, chat. It's a really weird episode. Good show, mostly. I enjoyed it when I watched it my first time. I think, it gets a lot of undue shit. I just want to let you know what I don't like about that show.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here.
I know the song well enough. I wish I'd never heard it, because it gets stuck in my head, and it is the least Star Trek theme sounding thing I've ever heard in my life. Archer's theme was so much better and should have been the main theme, but whatever, I guess some people like that song. So there's got to be a key somewhere. Maybe chat can actually kind of guide me in the right direction. Because I am at a total loss for where this key could be. On top of a building? Ah. Oh, and there's more stuff up here, too.
I've got faith of the heart.
What do you think about the Zindi? That arc? It was okay. Never, I guess, yeah, it was alright. I like the last 2 seasons quite a bit, and there's like a couple good episodes. They tried some cool stuff, but without spoiling anything, the final episode of Enterprise is one of the worst TV finales I've ever seen. Vinny, you walked past an egg? Oh. Alright, I'll get that. Worse than Game of Thrones. The thing is, chat, it becomes a different show. It's not like the plot lines don't make any sense or are unsatisfying. It's more like they had to rush to finish it, and it becomes a different show. It's just not a good one. So, I'm not gonna compare quality. It's more the... well, I guess I am gonna compare quality. What I'll say is it's more the idea of what they tried to do with it. It's just bizarre. It's really weird, and it didn't work. Have you seen WandaVision? No. No, I've heard good things, and I've heard that it gets better, and I'm going to watch it. I want to see what happens to Purple Man. But I just haven't had the desire to watch it just yet. I hate that noise. There's something up there, I think. Just want to get to the flight pad again. Did you play these growing up? No, I never did. Oh my god, it doesn't stop. Winter Soldier and the Falcon, that could be interesting. I'm interested to see what they do with that. Because it's also... like, I actually do find the lesser Marvel characters sometimes more interesting. Like, there's actually room to go. Like, you can go places with those stories. And, you know, we'll see. And again, I say this as someone who's not, like, fully committed to the whole Marvel thing. I just think that, you know, some of it's pretty enjoyable. I don't hate it, but I don't really necessarily go out of my way for it either. It just has, you know, some cool movies here and there. I was really hoping that Doctor Strange movie would be, like, just fucked up. I don't think they're gonna take that risk with it. I mean, the next one. The Multiverse of Madness. I like the name of that, but I don't know if they're gonna go full madness, or if they're gonna go a little bit of madness. Like Muse Madness? Like mad. I hope they don't do that. Like, if they want this thing to not be so stale, they just have to let directors, like, try weird shit. And really stretch the genre and concept. I think. And then they can still have their big tentpole movies and have those be safe. Exactly what WandaVision's doing. That's cool. Worked with Thor. And also, Ant-Man. I like Ant-Man. This is also a repeat episode. Sorry if you've heard this before, but I think the smaller movies are pretty good. So, if they're gonna do more TV shows with the characters, then I would like to see more interesting stories. So yeah, WandaVision then. If it's weird, and it's not what I expect, I'll probably enjoy it. But I never grew up reading comics. I never had superhero comics. I didn't like the tights. I was like, how is that cool? I like belts and zippers instead. Cloud or Kick?
Yet another daredevil adventurer has come to rob our catacombs of loot. Let's just hope you're made of tougher stuff than the last guy. If you can survive the trials of our catacombs and answer my riddle, we will give you a prize befitting your efforts. Here is my riddle. I am a vessel without hinges, lock, or lid. Yet, within my walls, a golden treasure is hid. What am I?
Sarcophagus. Oh, an egg. Yeah. That's the first thing I saw after reading that, so I was like, oh, sarcophagus. Vinny, I'm surprised you don't like Kingdom Hearts because you would love the belts and zippers. I was joking, I don't really like belts and zippers, truthfully. When I was really into Final Fantasy, like, Cloud wasn't wearing that many belts or zippers. Like, the character designs for 7 were pretty simple, and 8 too. Like, Squall's outfit was very, very simple. They went hardcore into the belts and zipper shit a little bit later on. Up until then, like, you know, the casts of my favorite Final Fantasy games weren't zippering it up. Remember Lulu? How can I forget Lulu? How can I forget the camera angles? I can see Nobungo laughing, smiling. So what were you thinking with those dynamic camera angles when Lulu wins a battle? Just smiling and avoiding the question. Falling rocks. Vinny, you spit the fire back at the enemy? Oh, you have to not get hit with it first. This is a cool level. I mean, I'm getting my ass handed to me, but it's... I like the Egyptian theme. I've got faith. I've got faith. Faith of the heart. I deserve that death. Never in my life has there been a more deserving video game death. What? Almost dead again. Wow. I started watching the first episode of TNG yesterday and it gave me an existential crisis. Thanks, Vinny. The first episode? That was all it took? Wait until you get to some of the later ones. Man, there's some, like, existential crisis platters for you in that show. Apply gold balls to sarcophagus. Oh, really? The first episode is not an indication necessarily of how good the show will get, but it's not a bad episode. It's a decent two-parter. It establishes the characters, even though Data smiles and whistles and uses contractions. I want to apply gold ball to sarcophagus. There it is. Favorite ship captain? Oh, it's Picard. I love Cisco, and Cisco's like... he's great, but I've spent more time watching TNG. And I guess I just like Patrick Stewart. And I like... it's tough because I like Cisco a lot. I think he's... after rewatching DS9, I really do feel like he was one of the strongest characters. I like Kirk too, but mostly... I guess because of the campiness and because just fun. And movie Kirk can be somewhat good. Some good performances in there. But yeah, I don't know, it's Picard. I just like Picard, man. Movie Kirk can also be an absolute idiot. Well, usually when Shatner directs himself, that's the case. Janeway was too inconsistent, but I did like her. She's a good captain. She just became very, the character of Janeway was she was either Kirk when she needed to be, or, like, very diplomatic but she'd like to like getting coffee in the nebula, and I feel like they didn't really know what they wanted to do with her. Isn't she a war criminal? Like 10 times over. I think Kate Mulgrew did an excellent job with her, but I just don't know how strong I felt about that character. Did you hear about Super Nintendo Online? Japan got Shin Megami Tensei 2 while we got Prehistoric Man. Hey, don't knock Prehistoric Man, it's a mediocre game. I rented it. I know people like that Shin Megami Tensei shit. I don't know what it is entirely, but it's, I think, strategy, maybe? But it's very well regarded, I just haven't played it. It's Pokemon with Satan. Okay. But chat, what else did we get? I ask. From the excellent library of both the Super Nintendo and the NES. Psycho Dream. Oh. It's not like there are any other good games on the Super Nintendo, right? Like Earthbound, or Mario RPG, or UN Squadron, or all the Mega Man X games, or Chrono Trigger. It's just a shame too because, you know, the N64 has a cool library that they can dig into and do one of those every 2 months. They're not even doing one game a month. The drip feed has slowed down to a crawl here, and we're getting, like, scraps. Oh, man. GameCube library? Yeah, don't expect that anytime soon, mate. Vinny, I think one of the main problems with Voyager is that they set up tough moral dilemmas and then immediately forget about them and have Janeway make some unilateral moral judgment in the same episode. You know what? Yes. I haven't watched all of the series. Recently, I think I watched maybe 25 episodes at most.
First round of the annual demolition hovercraft competition is about to begin. There is room for one more contestant, but you'll have to answer a riddle to qualify. The riddle is this. If one dragon can lay one egg in 12 years, how long would it take for 100 dragons to lay 100 eggs?
Many.
Very impressive. That is correct. Good luck in the demolition hovercraft competition.
So, one more thing about Star Trek. Listen, in regards to that, I will tell you that Deep Space Nine is, to me, chef's kiss. I think it's the best Star Trek. And I say that because I think it is. TNG's my favorite, but I think it's the best. I love it. But there's an episode where O'Brien goes into mind crime jail for 25 years. And then the next episode, he's joking around with Julian. You want to throw darts, Julian?
However, this is an exceedingly dangerous sport. Might I suggest you quit while you're still in one piece?
So I can't...
My, such a brave reptile you are. But you'll need much more than bravery to win the championship.
So I can't necessarily just shit on Voyager just for the fun of it and say, oh yeah, they don't, like, follow through with their stakes. When, you know, DS9 didn't really. I mean, even TNG, after the Inner Light episode, where Picard had a family for years and years, you know, in his mind, they only spent, like, one episode addressing that afterwards. And then, like, a cameo from the flute. But when you have episodic TV like that, it can be really difficult to explore, like, some really intensely heavy fucking concepts outside of your 1 or 2 episodes. Oh, I'm dead.
You may now enter the...
But DS9 definitely did ramp up the lasting effects of other things, like, you know... That show, for those that don't know, like, the TV we have now, where it's like, oh, the season-long arc, and then the entire series has another arc, and a storyline follows through, and it's not just Monster of the Week. 2 shows really pushed the boundary on that. One was X-Files, which didn't... You know, it had a lot of Monster of the Week episodes, but there was some, like, lore episodes that they would follow through and try to, like, wrap things up. Granted, some of it made 0 sense, and they probably went on for, like, 2 or 3 seasons too long. But X-Files was a really innovative show for its time, and it's great. It still holds up. And Deep Space Nine just was like, yeah, we're gonna do full continuity. Like, people aren't watching the show as much as we would like, so fuck it, we're gonna experiment. And the continuity was amazing. It was a huge benefit to the show. Problem being, in its time, people had to tune in every week at the right time, otherwise they would miss vital plot. And thus the show didn't do so well, because they'd be lost. And there's only so much a recap could do. So... you'd have to just deal with it. Or you just stop watching because you're lost.
That was indeed a battle for the ages. You're the first dragon to win the competition in over 1,000 years. I proudly present you this year's grand prize.
I've never watched the show Lost. But I have watched Twin Peaks, which is a direct line to the X-Files, and Twin Peaks was also very innovative. Did you see the DS9 documentary that came out a few years ago? Yep, I watched it recently as well. Really good and now sad documentary. I tried watching Fringe, but I didn't like it very much. I was told it would get better.
Dogs are the funny hats, but a curse on me just because I shot him in the butt a couple times. He said he turned my tail into a snake. Does it look like a snake to you? It does feel kind of funny, come to think of it. Oh boy, that dog's gonna stay.
Monkey. Silly monkey.
Behind this door lie the 5 deadly trials of King Rover. No one has ever survived all 5. In fact, it is so dangerous that I cannot let you through this first door unless you're able to solve my riddle. Here's the riddle. I follow you wherever you go, but the more of me you take, the more you leave behind.
Time.
Sorry, my simian friend. Behind this door, here's the
Footsteps.
My, you're quite clever for someone with so
That was my second choice.
You may proceed to the first trial.
Someone's defending Voyager in chat. I don't dislike Voyager at all. I think there's a lot of great in there. But yeah, there is a lizard sex episode too. When I joke about the lizard sex episode, it's out of love for the lizard sex episode. because it is one of the genuinely worst, most shockingly bizarre episodes of TV I've ever seen. Well, they go warp 10, and Janeway and Tom Paris turn into lizards. Because for some reason, when you exceed the speed limit of warp, you turn into lizards. I don't know. But no, it is more. It's more than that. It's also, a cat man named Neelix the Cat. It's a good show. It may not be my favorite Star Trek, but it's a good show. I really thoroughly enjoyed rewatching a lot of those episodes. I will miss Tuvok. I like that guy's voice. I like the monkey levels. They're fun. The little shooty monkey levels. They're nice. Oof. Egg. But yeah, chat, imagine the Nintendo online service. How much value there would be from one N64 game a month.
Have you heard that one before? I never thought you'd get it. Very well, a bargain is a bargain. You may have the dragon egg that I was guarding from the sorcerer.
I accidentally guessed right without reading the question.
I've waited 7,000 years for someone to solve that riddle. Now I can finally head off the seashell shore to bury some bones.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great. You could get so many classic N64 games. Each month, you get a number of cool games. Like, Superman 64 would be month 1. Helicopter Attack would be month 2. War Gods would be month 3. Quest 64. Dude, Castlevania 64 is not that bad. It really isn't. Body Harvest is not bad. I wish I liked it more after the first 2 areas. I wonder how much more I would have liked it if it didn't glitch because of emulation issues. Because I remember really enjoying that as a kid. But then again, you know, Kid Icarus. Oh. Month 6 can be Wetrix. That one crusty game that I kept seeing over and over and over again at the one arcade in Wildwood, New Jersey. Every year I went to Wildwood, I would look up in this one arcade, and there would be the Wetrix N64 game for, like, some absurd amount of points that you could not earn no matter how many times you went back. I could have spent $500 at this arcade just to get Wetrix. How many streams did Body Harvest did Vin do? I did like 3 or 4. I can't slow down, it won't let me. Four. Can't jump either. Guess I just have to do that. Still on world record pace. Oh, nice. The dog just got deleted? I didn't even see that. Is there a way to take these out without the thing? You need them. Oh. Exit and re-enter. Okay. One guy? Oh, alright, whatever. It seemed like it made sense to me. Is the end of the level? I think there's only one more sarcophagus. That one. Do the firework factory. Well, that's convenient. I forgot that you could just fast travel by, like, using the menu. That's so much better. Yeah, sure, we'll do it. This will be my final task for the night. Are you liking Valheim so far? I streamed it for almost 3.5 hours yesterday. So yeah, you could say I like it. I played maybe a half hour today. Well, more than that, maybe 45 minutes. And all I did was fix John Fullsauce's tower. It was a crusty tower, but you know what? It looks a lot better now. Oh. The problem is the structural integrity is still down. So I can't build a roof properly. Like, I have 4 sides of the roof and then 4 fill-in spots, but then the top spot is missing a roof. So I have to figure out, like, I have to either get better wood or I have to figure out how to, like, structurally integrate my, my building properly. Yeah, I don't know where to go. Maybe we'll shoot up the cannon. I have support beams all over that thing. Monkey.
Hey, Spyro! I'm helping a kid named Handel recover some secret rocket plans the sorceress stole. You know I'm always ready to kick some Rhinoc booty.
Hi, Agent 9. Behind those doors are some pretty scary ninjas. I bet you could use your sharpshooter skills to take them out. Remember, press the attack button to shoot, and use the roll left and roll right buttons to dodge left and right.
Oh wow, you just straight up go first-person shooter mode. Nice. I bet this handled really well on the PS1. It kinda did. Some people are saying it was pretty bad. I don't know. It handled like a sack of cocks. Why do you... how do you know about that? Forbidden knowledge. Oh, you mean chickens? Yeah, they are, like... If you put a bunch of chickens in a sack, they will try to wiggle out of that thing. Power-ups are hidden in the ceiling at the start. What the fuck do you mean? Oh. This is cool. This reminds me of the Banjo-Tooie first-person shooter levels where you use Tooie as a gun. What's Kazooie? What? How did I just get Kazooie mixed up with Tooie? There were some chat members that didn't even question it. I think we had the same brain disease for a brief moment. Yeah, I think, wow, that's a surprising amount of people that also did not question that I said Tooie. Because Banjo-Kazooie, who's the other character? Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie, you know, Tooie. It's the character, the bird, that goes... The brain rot rubs off. Okay, chat, don't spoil this. Let's see. I do this once every couple years. I want to see if anyone gets this. Chat members, do me a favor. Close the chat for a second, or just look away. I'm going to do a brain exercise. I'm going to say 2 words, and I want you to think of the first actor that comes to mind. It's an actor. Okay, 2 words. Which actor am I thinking of? Look away from chat so that you won't be spoiled. Okay, you ready? Tater scrotum. Think about it. Think about it. Don't look at chat. Okay, who am I thinking of when I say tater scrotum? Right, Channing Tatum. Exactly. Brain rot. Not everybody got it. Okay, here's one. Which actor has a rectal mouth? That one's too easy. Kind of ruined Pulp Fiction for me. I was watching a video about like the making of Pulp Fiction, and I'm looking at Bruce Willis doing his like, he's doing this mouth. Okay, there's a scene where Bruce Willis shoots with a gun at a character and kills that character in the movie. I think he's using like a MAC-10 or something. At that moment, in particular, it's as rectal as I've ever seen it. Movie ruined. Yeah, if you want context, Terry Gilliam didn't want to cast Bruce Willis in the movie 12 Monkeys because he said he had a rectal mouth. And this became like a news story, and it popped up in several of my feeds, if you want to call them that. That's what they're called on the internet, right? Feeds. And I thought it was interesting enough to tell chat. And then someone drew a very rectal Bruce Willis. And, well, now everyone's happy. I missed a gem. Gem is 3 letters. Consonant, vowel, consonant. Ending with the letter M. And it also reminds me of another word like that. Yam. Nope, not that word, chat. Not that one. Not the other word that ends with the letter M. No. Not REM. This one goes out to the yam I love. Wham? Wasn't that a band from the 80s? Well, that one power-up lasted a very long time. That was George Michael's band? Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Thanks for rescuing me. You better look after this egg before the Rhinox try to blow
Young
them
Luke
up, too.
Skywalker. I just want to go to the Tashi station! Okay, chat. It's time to stop streaming. It's about that time for me. Let's take a look and see if we can knock out the game 100% next time I stream it. Two more streams? That's what I think. Yeah, probably 2 more streams. But let's just take a quick look. So we're 80% complete. Yeah, probably 2. So we got Honey Speedway. We have all of that. We have Sunrise, a couple levels here. And then the rest is all the end. So yeah. So yeah, 2 streams. Alright, chat. Thanks for stopping by. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Why'd you do that? Okay, it's time to do the art. Okay, here we go. Art from Manhunter. This won't make a whole lot of sense if you weren't at the previous stream for Cyberpunk, but Shrimp Lady has become a plant and must be watered and saved. Jory made this. I love my buddy Jack, but I wish he would stop saying this human form is limiting. But it is. Here's, It is a disturbing 3D model, truthfully. This one is downloading from Googly Gareth. It's a 3D BRB. It's taking a little while to download. So we'll do this one from Pota Joe. Here's a BRB. Pretty cool. Vinny, will you please tell me which stocks to purchase? Can you tell me? But yeah, I get an Earthbound vibe from that. Googly Gareth made this one. Oh, wow. Cool BRB. And that's me in the background, too. That's cool. This dude is an amazing SFM animator. Well, I think I'm witnessing something pretty amazing, so yeah, Googly Gareth, thank you. I feel honored in your presence. If you can make cool shit like that, that's awesome. Galdap Jr. made this. He's done plenty of Vinesauce animations before. I need to check those out. Probably have seen them. Galdap Jr. made When It Rains It Pours from Football Corruptions. Don't take the game away from him. And here's another version. This, oh, okay. This one's just raining football players a little bit more slowly. They're both cool. Here's one from It's Just Flippy. Here's some Spelunky art of me and Pug Monty chilling out. Exploring caves and shit. One was a BRB. I saved it. Yeah, I know the voice cracks have been intense, chat. I don't know. I think it mostly has something to do with Yam. That's my guess. I'll be alright. But cool art. Really good shading. Sarah Dina Art made this next one. Am mostly sober. You know, like I had that. I'm selling this really well. Hang on, let me do this. Because I had that drink around on New Year's. I had that drink on New Year's. So I like being sober. It's cool. I'm cool, right, chat?
Did you just like walk into it, dude, and die?
Yeah. Good. Nice animatic. Pussy. Did it really say? Hang on a minute. I have to go back and see if that said cappuccino. Like chat is saying.
Yeah.
Where did it say cappuccino? Chat. That looks like Ringo Starr, who shot me. The coffee cup? Oh, it's... oh, I get it! I get it now, that's good shit. Oh my god. Great animatic. Here's one from some repulsive imp. Here's shrimp. Shrimp vendor. Oh my god. Perfect Valentine's Day gift, everybody.
I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You ready?
She's saying that in the same key as the song.
I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You ready?
That's so good.
I'm ready. You ready?
I can't stop it fast enough to, like, play my own version of it, but... Let's see if... Hang on, I wanna check something.
That trash from the sea no good. Make you sick. Where do you think? From Pacifica? You're not like really peasant. Come back, please. I'm ready. You ready? 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 That trash from the sea no good. Make you sick. I'm ready. You ready?
What's wrong with me? Chat, what's wrong with me?
You fucking serious? Put away now. Very fucking funny. Hilarious.
Okay, I'm really just enjoying the fuck out of the RimWorld music. So, I need to stop. It was just an excuse to really just chill and enjoy the RimWorld music. But hey, let's check out this next piece of art. Cool Kiddo made this, or Kiddo. Everywhere I go, I see his face. All around me are familiar faces. I mean, it really is just every time. And he loves it. Here's a BRB from Cygnus. Goo goo. P. P. Cool, BRB. I like it. Tiny Crusader made this. So, there's Meat, there's the Shrimp Lady, and there's Scoot in the style of Happy Game. And a BRB as well. Here's one from Rick's Key. Vine used Char Grenade. She's a Pokemon, she's Diglett. Oh my god, look at the level. 68, 419 HP. How dare you? Those aren't the funny numbers. That's great. Awesome. Here's one from Atraxa. Here's Jose the Slug. Oh, I was about to level up. I get it. There he is. Space Slug Jose. Okay. Oh, sorry, Snail. Well, hang on a minute. There's slugs in FTL. But why is it a snail here? Maybe they could, like, level up and get slug shells and become snails. I can't say it. What's wrong with me? I am yamming so hard. It's okay. Here's one from Exetic. Floor Vendor. I was not ready for this. It would be the only time. Here's one from Cryvexy. So your ship AI just suffocates boarding parties until they die? Yeah. That's really grim. Yeah. Sensor Tech Charlie and Chief Pilot Jose. I like their Starfleet uniforms. Just slugging around. Reading each other's minds and shit. Always be ready. I just noticed the Shrimp Lady. She's taking over! Oh my god. Here's one from Home by Midnight. Nothing for you, chat. This is my bunger. That's great. Crunkerton made this. I'd like to thank you all. This mission couldn't have been accomplished without you. You are all valuable crew members. It's just it's O'Brien and a bunch of dysfunctional chat members. One of whom has been vented and is chilling outside the window. That's so good. Here's one from Crunkerton as well. Look, chat, I got a hollow foil Zangoose. It's me in a McDonald's box. Opening McDonald's boxes. It's also happy game a little bit. Great. Here's one from JDX Awe. And here's Shrimp lady, but as a Pikmin. What? Oh, I guess because she was in the ground. Yeah. Sakuga Cubes made this. I'm so happy. You know, I once said that in a song, but it meant the opposite. It's true. But hey, check it out. You know, me just grabbing a Happy Meal, just chill. Trust me, it's not for me. Definitely not for me. Mental. Here's one from A Nice Myth. Can I get 2 Happy Meals and a Big Mac? Pokemans. Yeah, the face is perfect. It's just so good. Feed us, father. You could have the Borglars. I get the cards. Those are my Poklars. Anyway, I won't listen. Chat, if you want, I'll give you the Happy Meal stuff. You can have the food. I just want the Pokemans. Here's one from Area Tarkat 2. McDick's drive-thru. Okay, chat, here we are. What do you want to get? 6,000 Happy Meals, please. It's chat and meat. Amazing. And here's one from Seedy. Pokemon meal, please, for your kids. Yes. I see. As long as I get the cards. Chat, I'm done streaming. Good night, everybody. I hope you all have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, life. I wish you all safety and happiness. Thank you for joining my stream. I always appreciate it. I had a good time. FTL was a lot of fun. Spyro's always a chill game to collect and bullshit while playing. And, yeah, we'll probably finish GoldenEye soon. And I have a couple other games in mind that you may enjoy. But GoldenEye, I'm gonna beat Spelunky, chat. I'm gonna beat the second boss. It's gonna happen. I don't know when. But I might, also, when I'm in the mood for it, I might jump back to Undermine for a little bit as well. We'll see. Just gonna kind of play it by ear. But hey, once a week, for a little while at least, I'd like to do some, FTL. That shit was fun. So I will continue to do that. Alright. Well, good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. If you want to watch other streamers, you can just wait here for AutoHost. Or you can go to twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce, but AutoHost will take you to the other streamers that are hosted on this channel, and you may enjoy them. They are my mods, who I appreciate. You might like their stuff. And also, I was gonna say thank you artists, and thank you everybody else that is in the community and is helpful and has been contributing in some way, even with like little memes and shit. I guess. So thanks. Okay, good night. Come on, you knew this was gonna happen. You don't have to wait here for this. You could just go. Come on, you don't need to be here for this. You really need to see Bruce Willis's rectal mouth. You really don't.